Labby, who was playing a lot of Night Elf versus Undead in this tournament, by the way. This is his third Night Elf versus Undead in a row. He first faced Lawlight, defeated him. Then he faced Elegant, defeated him. And now he's facing Moon. This should also mean that Moon has lots of intel, lots of game tape to study of how to counter Labby. And look at Moon. Look at Moon, the innovator, ever and always. Going for a Tavern Hero build. Which is very, very rare these days. There was a short while where Firelord was very popular with the Night Elves, but then again, quickly faded into obscurity. Moon has a Wisp here on the high ground already, scouting what the DK is up to, and we see a Sacrificial Skull, and that of course points towards an expansion. And it is the Firelord again. Moon going back to his old tricks. Creeping up with the archers at the same time. The Firelord is looking for the enemy. Taking a lot of damage on the ghouls here. That is not exactly ideal, but they can heal up in the main base. Costs a bit of lumber efficiency. Firelord harassing right away. Very good at harassing early game, preventing an easy expansion. And indeed, Labby feels forced to tech up, go to tier 2. First lava spawn is going to expire without splitting.
The town is under siege.
Both only on level 1 so far. Distracting a bit here, buying time with a lava spawn. And this one, not quite surrounded, should be surviving. And this one also should be splitting, you would think. Oh, he's trying to kill it. But the lava spawn is fast, hard to get a grip on. Oh, lava spawn in the main did split, and it did get killed. So that's how the DK got the level 2, the necessary experience. First 2 lava spawn didn't really do too much damage yet, but they did successfully prevent the Undead Fast Expo. And now we have the Tree of Life coming up. This is what the Firelord is good at. Stop the enemy expansion early and then expand yourself. And we also got boots on the Firelord. Very quick now. Firelord, a very good range damage dealer. He scales very well with attack speed, with damage, and especially with agi. On a map like this, with a marketplace, some purchases might not be a bad idea. Ring of Protection is unfortunately the one item he really doesn't want. But he's gonna pick it up, of course. Labby, I feel like this tournament has been quite impressive. Labby is oftentimes a player who has ups and downs, not always very consistent. Sometimes in the WSB, sometimes in the Warcraft Champion Season Finals, we've seen him do amazingly. Other times, not so much. Oh, lots of ghouls are being brought out onto the map. Also an Acolyte. And a Naga second. Oh boy. Alright, aggressive play. The Naga here adding a bit of slow along with everything else. Not an easy early game for Moon so far. Looks like he needs Dryads pretty badly. Labby's trying to prevent the expansion with everything he can. The Firelord. Ooh. Almost being forced to TP here. Still not quite level 2. We have a Demon Hunter second coming. But that's also a very level-hungry hero. Moon needs to make sure he can start creeping soon. Labby's aggressive stance here I think is a really good idea. DK, while he is good with low levels, he's already good on level 2. It's a TP Force trying to get a kill there with the coil from the shadows. TP there had to be used, I would say. But now with the Demon Hunter out, now with the 2 Ancients over here, this should be a doable expo. But Labby bought quite a bit of time already. He's on the way to tier 3, beginning to transition into Fiends. Not going too heavy on ghouls. It's probably the right call. Fiends will be needed much more later on. Sorry if I'm sounding a bit nasally again today. My allergies are still kicking my ass, I'm afraid. Alright, but soon the expo will be mining. Oh, and now a good creep jack coming in by Moon. That should be some easy ghoul kills, one would think. Decent damage against them. Firelord. Oh, if he gets surrounded here! Oh my god, that was almost a disaster. I guess he did have that staff still. Demon Hunter with some good items here. Should definitely give the gloves to the Firelord, though. Firelord, who didn't go Incinerate. He's got Lava Spawn Soulburn. Okay. Demon needs to level as quickly as possible. Couple of nice items here found by Labby. Gets the invuln as well. That's a big deal. Only one invuln on this map, of course. Frenzy coming, Lich coming. The tier 3 push is lining up. I think Labby only lost a single ghoul so far this game. DK now gonna pick up level 3. Big mana potion. Ooh, that's a really good one. Demon Hunter found some really good items. But he's not quite yet level 3. Firelord. That's the downside of the Firelord. It seems like in the late game he has very little to contribute. If you go tier 3 and you can get the orb, that is a very good orb holder, but of course this is tier 2 only. He needs to mass dryads all day to hold at the expo. Here we get the orb, and now it's go time. Frenzy is finished. And the undead push is basically ready. We'll see if he goes for a heal scroll or not. Naga also, lots of experience here. Level 2 cold arrow could be very strong. Demon Hunter did get level 3. Just in time. Really, really good items on him. The saving grace, perhaps. Here's the push. Moon, he's got the supply lead. He might be ready to hold here. We'll see. A whole bunch of dryads, of course. The micro needs to be very good on the Night Elf side and the undead. Oh, Firelord getting blocked. Oh, speaking of micro, oh, the Demon Hunter blocking the first hero. And goes down. Couldn't pass the staff because the inventory was full for the Demon Hunter. That's a lot of damage missing. The ranged first hero now down and out already. Ooh, that was a big mistake by Moon. I mentioned the micro and that was, of course, not the way you want to have it. Bunch of ghoul kills, but still fiends on the field. Still heroes for the undead shooting away. Oh, big mistake by Moon. Gonna try to do it with the Demon Hunter alone. Naga didn't go for level 2 cold arrow. I think that is just straight up a mistake. Against Mass Dryads, you know, I mean, if there's one scenario where we want to go cold arrow level 2. Also really good against Demon Hunter. Where's getting taken out as well. DK still has the big mana potion, by the way. Even A-Bomb joining now for Labby. He's got more fiends on the way. A-Bomb as well, but no Disease Cloud. Doesn't have enough lumber for it. And Labby is actually going to back off. He's got a good amount of gold.
A player's forces are under attack.
I'm surprised that he's not pressing on. Firelord is back. Labby taking a sweet time, waiting for the upgrade to finish. I think a wagon would actually be much better than an A-Bomb. Because A-Bomb is an easy target for the Dryads to focus. Unlike a wagon. And the stacking poison damage is pretty good against A-Bombs. Bunch of ghouls now back at home again. A lot of lumber coming in for Labby. And creeping up, getting stronger on the heroes. The big downside of mass Dryads is, against very strong tech and heroes, Dryads in the very late game sometimes cannot win anymore. Sometimes it doesn't matter if you have 70 or 80 supply Dryads. If the enemy has very strong heroes and strong tech with Fiends and Disease Cloud, then winning is sometimes simply not feasible. It was an interesting decision by Labby to fall back, but I don't think it was a bad one. He hadn't lost much yet. Oh my god. Double mana potion and mana stone. Sick, sick items. And a lot of creeping for Labby. He's gonna get Lich level 3 and Naga level 4 possibly. And I wanna point again towards Naga level 4. Very, very strong. I would love to see a Meat Wagon. Meat Wagon is difficult to micro perfectly, along with the rest of the army, but it has huge potential. The thing with the Meat Wagon is, it is very tough to bring down despite its low health, because if the Dryads get close to take out the Meat Wagon, then the Fiends can gun them down super easy. And Labby's basically building the perfect anti-Dryad army. Also working on upgrades now. Having the 3 ghouls here is a big deal. He's got enough lumber still to go for some upgrades and have enough secondary resource for all the units necessary. Supply is still even. I think Labby needs more statues though. He is making more statues indeed. Soy Mask. Oh my god. These items are crazy. Demon got level 4. Medallion is okay for him. Philo has level 2 Soulburn, but against that there are destroyers. Or there is one destroyer. On paper here, Labby has the way stronger army. If he doesn't miss micro this should be an easy fight for him to take. And Moon does not have a TP. It's taking him forever to get into this fight. A little bit of missed damage on the Demon Hunter there. DK, not afraid of getting burned. He's got so many mana items, he doesn't care. And the Demon, oh, goes down. No staff used on the Fire Lord. That is the second very unnecessary hero loss. And now the Dryad's in the middle of everything. They're trying to collapse on the Fiend army, take them out quickly. I guess that is not wrong. He's trying to overwhelm as long as he can, because an extended fight he cannot win against Disease Cloud, against wagons and these strong heroes. Philo goes down as well. And that is the end of map 1. Strong play by Labby. You know, some people might think that Labby is getting by on gimmicks by playing the fast expansion that not all Night Elves know how to perfectly counter. That's how he was able to get most of his wins before. But here, also realizing exactly how to push, when to fall back. I think this was the big deal here. If he keeps pushing there, and the push fails, and he loses all of his Fiends, and suddenly Labby has level 5 Demon Hunter and 80 supply Dryads, that's how he loses the game. But the fallback actually was very smart, because he knew he had a great opening to the push, he only lost Fiends, and he had a strong tech transition coming with A-Bombs, Wagons, Disease. That was very wise. Very wise, great game sense by Labby. Quite pleasant to see. And so Labby takes the 1-0 lead, as we will right away move to the next map. Which is Twisted Meadows. Hold on. Oh, damn, dude. Like, this morning when I woke up, I was like, man, allergies aren't that bad today. That's good. Hopefully this time I'm not going to be so sniffly and nasally on the cast. But now, I can feel it all. Bro, I swear to God, this year, allergies have leveled up compared to the last years. I hope it's going to be better at Rara Land. Yeah. I shall pray nightly to Jesus, our Lord and Savior. Thank you very much, Albs, with the resub, and Mithrandror with the resub as well. Mithrandror was actually a first-time sub. Welcome. Alb says, great casts this week. Been really enjoying them so far. It's very nice of you to say, Alps. Thank you very much. thank you for the support. Map 2 is Moon's map pick. Twisted Meadows. If I see Twisted picked by Night Elves, I instantly think Warden. But Moon wasn't really that much of a Warden player in the past. So this is kind of interesting. Big map, lots of items, lots of creeping. And it is indeed the Warden. If the Night Elf plays a slow opening on this map, and that can actually fast expand here pretty easily. But that also gives the Warden a ton of map control, which gives her lots of creeping, lots of levels, lots of items. Yeah, I think Warden is very, very strong on this map. Basically only on this map against Undead. But indeed very strong here. Because you can level very well, very reliably. There's tons of creeps. Tons of late game to rely on. And normally you want to get level 5 Warden quickly, and then Panda second, and creep him up as well. And then the AoE damage you have is amazing. Amazing! We've seen some Undeads lately play Alchemist third against this, which could be indeed quite a good idea. Oh, Shadow Priest stolen! First little bit of harass here against Moon early into the game. If he gets the last hit steal, that would be a disaster, of course. Moon must make sure to get it. And he did get it. Whew. Crucial. TK, by the way, coming across the map for the harass. Aura first on him. Ancient of War goes down. Oh my god, Moon. Oh, that's a huge mistake. No Ancient of War anymore. No Mercs at the moment. Moon has one Warden and one Archer. He has to make a new Ancient of War in the main base. The lumber is insanely low. Oh, Labby might try to go for a tower push. He's got an Acolyte joining. If he was just to tech now, he would already be getting far ahead. This might be a bit over-aggressive by Labby, but we'll see. The next Berserker, by the way, is insanely important. If Moon doesn't get the Berserker, the game's over. Almost guaranteed. Last hit's also crucial here, and the Warden gets it. DK not yet able to get that deny. Ancient of War, though, cancelled again! Shadow Priest should be falling, however. The Warden is on the chase. The Ghoul also looking for some wisps. First Ziggurat is coming up. Not many Ghouls in the main base, though. But they are reinforcing. Warden now trying to go for the Berserker. Needs it insanely badly. And does get it. Shadow Priest, though, not dead yet. Ziggurat is coming up slowly. If this one finishes, the game gets very complicated. But we have Shadow Priest now there as well. Moon, I think, is looking better and better now this game. It's nighttime. Moon Juice is regenerating. 2 Acolytes around against the Berserker. I don't think he can hold it, though. One of Mana Steel being used as well. Oh, this Berserker is so important. So important. Quickly moving the Skellies away. That was well done. Needs to save it. Needs to save it. Needs to save the Burzy. We have Narrow Tower coming up now, but I think Moon is holding this. He's close to level 3 already. Seems like Labby here, being a bit over-aggressive, is being punished for it pretty hard. Look at the Warden. Almost level 3 now. The Shadow Priest is almost dead. Warden wants to get this kill. This will be level 3 for her. And there it is. The 4 Moonwells early was very important. Very good idea. And the tower pushes we haven't seen look too good in a while, to be honest. And now the DK is taking a lot of damage here. Shadow Strike level 2, very strong in the early game. And the next Ghoul almost going down. But the Warden is now level 3 already. Good saves here on the Ghouls. DK not far away from being killed. Ancients of War versus Ziggurats right now. If Labby can keep this push going until daytime, when there's no more Moonjuice regen, he might still be able to make this work. He's not teching behind it, by the way. This is basically all in. Death Knight was slowly healing on the Blight. He must make sure this Ancient of War doesn't finish. If the Ancient of War finishes, this is the push certainly over. Moon has played a very good defense here up until now. DK, almost no experience here. Ancients of War, though, still not quite finished. The push isn't over yet. Remember, the hardest time is daytime for the Night Elf, when there's no more regen on the Moonwells. Labby has a bunch of ghouls here in the mix, but they are going down one by one. One more round of Skellies could be summoned here from the DK. Cancel again in time. Moonjuice is still looking pretty good, though. Positioning the DK well, away from the Warden, trying to take care of the Ancients of War. Another Ziggurat did finish. Can research the upgrade, and he does. Shadow Strike. Ooh, the DK here, very hurt. The Blight and the Aura are helping him out, though. Daytime is about to come, by the way. Moonjuice regen is about to be over. Labby is handling this fairly well. Oh, the DK, oh my god, almost died. Almost ticked down to the Shadow Strike. Very, very slowly healing now. Okay, now it's daytime. Moonjuice regen is over. But also we have the Mercs. Ah, more Mercs for Moon. This should finally do it. These mercenaries are a big, big deal. Huge help now. DK always cannot participate in the real fight against the army. And there's no ghouls left. This should be it. Never got the level 2. Good defense here by Moon. Very good. These tower pushes were way stronger in the past when the towers had normal damage. Now they only have piercing damage, which of course means way less damage against heroes and against medium armor. Yeah, I haven't seen a tower push like this work in a long time. Labby, when he stole the Shadow Priest, when he killed the Ancient of War, or when the Ancient of War was destroyed, rather. A little too confident, thinking he could finish the game very early already. Yeah, I think tower push just straight up isn't good enough anymore. With those 2 narrow nerfs that we saw over the last few patches. This does not seem feasible anymore. Moon with a strong mercenary army. Only made one single Night Elf unit this game. That was the one archer. And so Moon ties it up on map number 2. Labby, though, comes out the gate swinging with a number of different strategies, making it difficult for Moon to pin down what he's going to have to face, what he's going to have to get prepared for. I do like that quite a bit. Staying unpredictable. And so the next map will be Moon's pick. And that is Hammerfall. No, wait. That's Labby's pick. Excuse me. Labby's pick, of course, is Hammerfall. And I guess Labby would prefer maps where he can easily expand. This still seems to be by far his strongest strategy against Night Elf. It's not that easy on this map, though. This expo, not so easy. This expo, excuse me, even harder. And Moon, again going for the Tavern build with an Ancient of War over here. Oh! Can you creep this just with archers without hero? Oh lord. Oh lord. The sneezes. The sneezes are with me. Thank you, Therens with the resub, and Neanderthal Warcraft 3 with the resub as well. Therens asks, why do you research bouncing blades on hunts when their blades bounce by default without the upgrade? The bouncing glaive upgrade gives an additional bounce. So it goes from 1 bounce to 2 bounces. That increases the damage from 150% to 175%. Acolyte Scout again. Gonna figure out what's going on. I think if Labby knew the Ancient of War was here, he could park the Death Knight here, be ready to coil steal, and the ghouls could possibly be creeping on their own. Because if Moon gets away with this camp, that's a lot of experience, big item, possibly a circlet as well. Yeah, because Labby is looking for the Ancient of War, but he doesn't know where it is. It's not here. And it's not here. There's only so many places, though, it could be. It is again Firelord coming for the harass. Oh, Archer's actually going to the gold mine. I see. Okay. That's an easier camp.
Players' forces are under attack.
Acolyte now does figure it out. Firelord harassing early in the main base. No ghouls lost here so far. And the lava spawn helping to creep. Only the Firelord harassing as of now. DK now moving out on the map. Moving out with plenty of ghouls. Oh, and he is coming for the... Oh! Did he get it? No. Firelord got the last hit. Very important. Now DK, though, is showing up. Trying to last hit. Steal some of these creeps. Aggressive stance. And last hit steal. Berserker is a lot of experience. Deny on the ghoul. Oh my god, this is so many ghouls here. Showing up early. Big last here again on the trapper, by the way. Nice deny again. And that's another steal. Level 2 on the DK. Ghouls were pushing away the archers. Labby doing this quite well so far. The one thing, though, that he doesn't have is a dust, so archers are safe. And now Moon expanding on the spot. I like the strat by Moon a lot. It's a really early expansion on the spot, having cleared the natural early. Just, of course, his experience is low. Also cost the Firelord quite a bit of mana. Again, Soulburn. I think now Labby's wasting a bit of time. He can't kill any archers here because he doesn't have dust. And he can't kill the Firelord because he's too fast. Yeah, this seems to be a lot of wasted time. Now Labby finds the Tree of Life.
A player's forces are under attack.
Unclear if he has the damage for it, though. This is probably going to cost him something. It's going to cost him some ghouls. If he doesn't get the cancel, this is a huge disaster. Oh, we have Soulburn as well. Wisp coming in for the detonate. Oh, damn. DK dropping low. It is a cancel, though, but it cost him so many ghouls. Yeah, I don't think that was worth it. Labby here wasting a lot of time. Running around in the early game. Moon can just expand again, and this time it's going to be safe. Going for a Shredder, creeping the next big camp. Moon making smart moves here. Going for an Acolyte again. Oh, is he really trying to expand on tier 2? That is difficult to do against a summon hero, like the Fire Lord, who now has level 2 lava spawn. And seeing no tech here is a bit suspicious for Moon already. He's got the Wisp over at the natural. And seems to me like there's an attack coming very soon. Demon Hunter second. No lures yet. No Dryads here for a little while. Lich joining. Should have ideally brought Rod of Necromancy. I don't know, the DK has it already actually. Strong timing now for Moon. He's got level 2 lava spawn and a bunch of archers. But Lich is quite good against them with Nova. Look how Moon is spreading the archers around. So he minimizes the effect of Nova. Well done. DK gets the last hit. But more ghouls are falling. Here comes the Nova. Gets 1 kill. DK level 3. Lich almost dead. And looks like this counter expo is easily cancelled. Indeed, the Narrow Tower wasn't even cancelled. And the Soul Burn is not looking too bad, I gotta say, this game. Fire Lord has a heal potion, by the way. Oh, so he can commit to the cancel right here. Thanks to the big healing. No, he doesn't use it fast enough against the Coiled Nova. Oh, huge mistake by Moon. That would have been a cancel, guaranteed. It still is, just before the lava spawn expire. Oh, but that Fire Lord died for no reason. We do have 1 lore now, getting ready to go into Dryads. And perhaps the counter expo can work. Fire Lord gonna take a while to get back. Knight of Army is minimal right now. Where's the second lore, by the way? Oh, it's going tier 3 first. Okay. Moon getting ready to play late game. He's gonna have the tier 3 lead. Labby has good experience on the DK though. Lich now level 2. Demon Hunter should have plenty of time now to creep well. Tier 3 now coming up as well. And Gargoyle. Gargoyles in theory could be really good because there's no Panda against them. I'm not sure if I've seen any Gargoyle games by Labby before. It's a very, very different playstyle from the normal Fiend Destroyer. DK. Solo harassing a bit here. Using the mana potion already to see some last hits. Can you coil these guys, by the way? Maybe you can because of Undead. I don't know. Fire Lord getting ready to harass the expansion. It's the best thing he can do, really, because he doesn't want to creep because the Demon Hunter is supposed to get solo XP. But it's just a bit of distraction. Second crypt and a slaughterhouse. If you want to go mass Gargs, normally you need a triple crypt. Okay, triple crypt. Alright. Gargoyles it is. Moon has been mining, of course, for way longer at his expansion. But then tier levels are looking pretty good. I wonder if a Naga 3rd is still going to be worth it for Labby. I could see it. Especially if this game goes very late. Frostworms could also be really good, actually, this game. With 2 base economy, when you have Gargs, worms are pretty damn good. Let's compare the gold mines. Under Gold Mine just started fully mining, whereas the Night of Gold Mine, 1200 gold more mined already. Seems like Moon has a clear lead here, especially speaking economically. And there's no Destroyer form yet for Labby. Oh, a Bear Bust. Could be quite promising here. We have 3 bears, good hero levels. The big undead upgrades still missing. Frenzy coming now, Destroyer form. Now in the works, finally. Demon was creeping very well. Basically this whole game he spent creeping up as much as possible. And now we're gonna see a push towards the undead expansion. Oh, a sapper here. Imagine a sapper, could be so sick. The build is actually beautiful. The Arcanites are walled off. The Necro is in front, tanking as well. Is it a sapper? No. Lava spawn about to expire though. Oh, we got roar. That's a lot more damage. This tower should be going down, but this is a good position for the undead for sure. Is there a staff to save the bear? Yes, there is. And since there's no destroyers yet, this is still a good fight for the undead for the time being. Oh, Lich taking a lot of damage here as well. The statues. Oh, the statues forgotten about. Mismanaging the micro here. It's kind of a big mistake. Statues should always be on heal, obviously, if they're not destroyers. And Moon is getting rich. Setting up a 3rd base. Great attack by Moon. Only lost a single bear, I think. And taking out Gargs, ghouls, tower. That's because Labby's tech was just a little bit too late. If he had destroyers right away, this would have been way easier to defend. Oh, getting a cancel here would be absolutely phenomenal. But I think he's a bit too late. Coil Nova, but the bear should again be staffed. Right? Okay, whoops, forgot about the staff. And now we got double Orb of Venom. Double Orb of Venom, double expansion for Moon. He's looking really, really good. All the lumber in the world, thanks to the shredder. Working on upgrades. Now going into upkeep. Very, very difficult position that Labby finds himself in. Might try to expand again, but it's so far behind the Night Elf. Oh, look at the Demoner. Now he can harass up here because there's no Nerope Tower. Can be very annoying. Oh, but the Night Elf army is getting caught without the 2nd hero. An item has been stolen here, but I think it was only a small one. Labby's trying to set up an expansion as well. Another one. But the Demoner will have to be responded to. The Nerope Tower was a bit too late. This game, it seemed like Labby was just a little bit too late, just a little bit too inactive at times. Thinking back to the early game, you know, where he was just running around, not doing much. Allowed Moon to get ahead. He's got a ton of hippogriffs all of a sudden. Double hippo, double Ancient of Wind production. The Gargs have the potential to outscale the hippogriffs, though, with just higher numbers and Nova and upgrades. Oh, Demoner's stuck. But there's a staff this time, using it. Still a very interesting game. Mass air versus mass air is really weird. Micro and heal scrolls here are crucially important. First armor upgrade for the Gargs is coming. Hippogriffs getting the 2-1 upgrade as well. Moon is so rich. Firelord has been falling off, but he allowed for a strong mid-game and late game thanks to his early game presence and the fast expansion. Oh, one of the win on the Lich right away to prevent the Nova as the fight kicks off. And now Soulburn. There's not too much Destroyer support here. And the Lich finds himself in trouble. This might be an invuln forced very early. Outside of the fight, basically. And a ton of mana burned. One tower at the expansion. Very attackable. Labby is aware. His expansion is probably going to get attacked next. If Labby holds at the expansion, he might be in the winning position because of the stronger heroes. But Moon has a huge army. Huge army. With tons of upgrades as well. Moon in high upkeep. A ton of hippogriffs. About to take the upgrade lead. Moon has 2 heal scrolls. I think we have 0 on the undead side. No, we have 1. Okay. 1 heal scroll, that helps. Roar. Roar makes a huge difference. There needs to be Dispel against the Roar. Big Nova and possibly big Dispel. Okay, here's the air fight. Who's gonna win it? It is anyone's guess. Oh, I think Moon's gonna win it. Oh yeah, I surely think Moon's gonna win it. Absolutely ripping through these Gargs. I don't know if the Gargs were on priority attack or whatever, but that exchange clearly goes to Moon. And if he takes out the expansion, this could be his game. Demon Hunter has the heal potion still, can heal up more. Gargs are just being absolutely ripped to shreds. Level 5 on the Demon Hunter. And truthfully, that should be game. Indeed it is. Moon takes 2 maps in a row to take the lead in this series. Going up 2-1 now. Yeah, it seemed like Labby didn't micro that correctly. It's very hard to see exactly what's going on in these fights. But if the Gargs at any point start attacking ground units, you lose. The priority has to be on all the air units right away. There is a priority attack on Gargs nowadays for air and ground units, but it's very weird to manage. Very difficult to pull off, especially if you don't have experience with it. Normally, Labby has experience with Gargs, but the problem here was his counter expo just came up too late. Expo too late. Lost too many ghouls in the early game as well. His early game movement wasn't perfect. And so map 4 is about to come up. Alright, I'm looking for the game. There it is. The next map is gonna be Northern Isles. And if Moon wins here, he takes a big lead. If this map is his, it's gonna be a 3-1 lead. Very difficult to come back from that. So Labby, if he wants to have a good chance in this remaining series, he wants to win now. He must win now on this map. Northern Isles, I think, is one of the best fast expo maps for undeads. Either tier 1 fast expansion or expansion on the way to tier 2. Also very viable. This is very often one of his go-tos. DK Ghoul opening against this time a normal altar, no neutral hero, no Fire Lord. And that should normally be a Demon Hunter. If you're very concerned with undead fast exploits, it could even be a Keeper, but Keeper seems pretty weak these days. Very predictable. Demon Hunter first. Labby had a great run so far in the lower bracket. As I mentioned earlier, was able to beat Lawliot. Was able to beat Elegant. But Moon might be the one Night Elf he can't overcome. Unless now he can start turning it up.
Player's forces are under attack.
Oh, quite a successful Acolyte pull here. Slowing down the creeping by a good margin. Demon Hunter normally wants to take the item here first and then go to the green camp right away. Creep it with Immolation. Gets the Ring of Protection. That is a very good item indeed for the demon. DK doesn't have a skull, by the way. So, looks like there is no plan of an expansion here just yet. Oh, and it's no immolation. It's only evasion.
A player's forces are under attack.
So just a straight up normal tech, is it? Oh, alright. This is the most standard opening we've seen so far between these two. Moon having the tech lead. By a little bit. Oh, Acolyte though, moving out. There's a chance to be sneaky here. Expand during nighttime. A little bit of Warning Coil onto the Demon Hunter, who's close to being surrounded here. Wants to use the mana before it's gone on the Death Knight. This one archer would be an easy kill. Oh, a nice crystal ball. That was kind of cool. Gives him vision. Archer goes down. And what is this Acolyte here doing? Normally you really want to have the skull, so an early, narrow tower. And Moon saw with the Wisp, so he's aware of the possibility.
Forces are under attack.
Well, it's just a little fake so far with the Acolyte. Or is it going to be a skull now? Nope. Nope, no skull. Moon is doing the right thing. He's always checking with the Wisp here. Moon now has the boots. Very important. Don't want to get surrounded.
Forces are under attack.
And in a moment's going to be time for Naga. Naga could be both on good on both sides here. Demon Hunter has very little experience, actually. This means he can't bully an enemy Naga. If he gets level 3 quickly, he can. But Moon felt the need to be active for good reason. Otherwise, Labby might just be expanding. And there's the Naga now. Oh, that could be the Demon Hunter in trouble, but he does get away just barely. Creep camp up here. Moon has to abandon. But if Labby creeps it, maybe he could be the one creep jacking. Archer's still hiding. Ancient of War almost destroyed. There it goes. But at least one ghoul is going to die for it. Oh, losing track of the ghouls for a second. And that's a small mistake that can cost you more than necessary. And the Naga gets the connection on the next ghoul. It's going to be 3 ghoul kills in the end. Where Labby missteps just a little bit. Yeah, going to be 3 ghouls dead. Ooh, that's painful. 3 ghouls lost in the early game. No return kills on the archers. Just the Ancient of War went down. You know, since we see happy games all the time, it's easy to forget how difficult it is to save all ghouls throughout the game, even when you're playing aggressively. Happy makes it look so easy, but as us mortals know, it is not easy at all. Demon here keeps chasing around the Naga very well. I think Labby might be putting a bit too little pressure on the demon, but is going to get the kill on the enemy Naga. He's got the boots, so he should be safe on his own Naga. So that's the return kill that he was looking for. This ghoul will not fall. Quick reaction this time. Oh, the Dryad is a very strong addition now. The slow against the ghouls, very good. Oh, another deny though. It's a bit of a bloodbath here. In the tier 2 stage. Oh, killing the Fiend would be big. But the Dryad is hurt already. Oh, almost losing it. There's going to be a lot of moon juice necessary to heal this all up again. Or, of course, rejuve. Labby not backing down from the fight. He may have lost a lot, but he actually got some counter kills in the end. With Moon still having a slight supply lead. Ooh, almost losing the Dryad to the creeps. Don't want to do that. Moon is looking okay, but we have quite a long daytime now ahead of us. Thank you, it's Jay with the resub. No sleep till Rara, he says. That's a bit of a long time for me to have no sleep. But yes, indeed, Rara is very soon. On the 1st of August, only 1 week away. Landing on a Stormwind found, always a good item. Demon finding double ring is really, really good. This tanks him up a lot. But look at Labby. He's getting both center camps, getting both big items. This could be a good time for Moon, though. The Lich isn't here yet. The tier 3 upgrades aren't here yet. Actually, Frenzy is finished. And Destroyer Form is finished already. What the hell? That was pretty fast. In comes the Lich. That could be the TP forced. Must use the Nova. Wants to get the kill with it. But he can't. So it's a Fiend going down. And I think a Ghoul as well. Or did he get it? Not sure. Fiend kill was big. At the moment, though, Labby has the better items. Man, it's taking the Demon forever to get level 3. In the very late game, the win condition for the Night Elf is oftentimes Demon Hunter level 5. This is going to be very, very hard to reach this game. Thanks to the crystal ball, Labby knows where his opponent is. Item here, Ring of Regen. Not so good now anymore in the late game. It's more of a early game, mid game item. Leaving it behind. I mean, it's not that bad. You just shouldn't leave it on the ground. We're unfortunately forgetting about it. Naga for Labby is a decent amount of experience. Lich level 2 is also going to be a big level up. That Frost Armor helps a lot. And going for an Acolyte again, and a Skull. Labby may want to try to expand at the red camp. But the Demon Hunter Illusion is going to see it. This could allow for a great Creepjack. Dryads are already on the way. Moon with the opportunity here to go for a game-winning Creepjack. Although the rest of the army is far away. It's only the Dryads, actually. Up here. And Labby is not dissuaded. And Moon feels like his army is too slow. Can't get up there in time. So he's going to go for the other red camp instead. Dispo! Destroyer Dispo! Not doing it. Hopefully against the Night Elf army is going to do it better. Okay, there it is. And the Dryads here forcing some ghoul kills. 2 ghouls died up here. Labby still only at 50 supply. Good play here with the Dryads. Doing a bit of damage, possibly even finding some kills. Slowing the undead down. Moon expanding as well. He found a great item here. Ancient Django of Endurance. Demon Hunter got the level 4. Good level up for him as well. DK4, Naga 3, Lich close to 3. Very good items on the Lich. Not many items, but the ones he has are indeed very good.
The town is under siege.
Very smart positioning by Moon. Intercepting reinforcements. Now getting into the intercept path with this whole army. And the Demon Hunter wants to start the fight off, of course, with mana burns before the big engagement actually occurs. And a Fiend caught as well. This is very well done. Labby needs to gather his forces properly and secure his rally route. Smart moves by Moon. Slowing down the Acolytes and picking off targets. This is what allows him to stay even in economy against a Haunted Goldmine, which was up much earlier than his own Tree of Life. Very, very smart movement by Moon. Now, finally, the Demon was forced back, and now Moon knows he can't defend this position anymore. He has to move the Dryads away. Now, Labby can supply his expansion. But it was a lot of time bought. Very, very well done by Moon. Moon, oftentimes the master of late-game positioning. Bit of damage done. Of course, the Dryads by themselves can't do too much, but they can slow down the Undead a little bit and be very annoying. Oh, one will have to go down for that, but that is well worth the loss. As now we have the Entangled coming up. And more bears. Night Elves oftentimes on 2 bases will go for crows, but we don't see them yet. Still an Acolyte missing. Some gold was mined here already. But not that much yet, thanks to Moon's efforts. Level-wise, though, we clearly see Labby ahead, 433, with, wow, sick items on the Naga. I think he must have just purchased them, right, from the shop. Got a good amount of gold. Ring of Regen. Ah, now he's going to pick it up. Oh, wait. He did have an Ancient of Wind. I didn't even see it. Against which there's no web yet, by the way. Hippo Rider load up? What? That's a big mistake. That's way less damage from the Hippogriff than it would otherwise be. Labby panicking a bit at the start because he doesn't have web. Web now being researched. But the DK's mana is already spent. This is very, very difficult to manage, to micro perfectly for the undead. Against Night Elf Dryad Bear army, possibly the most difficult micro in the game. And so far this exchange goes to Moon. Web finishing too late. An oversight that costs Labby the lead, I would say. One bear did go down, but traded for 2 fiends. And lumber is low for Labby. He doesn't have enough ghouls. He can't invest heavily into upgrades. Can take a look at the marketplace though. The Lich going for another pair of claws. It's crazy damage now on the heroes. 1/1 upgrades on the Night Elf. He's ahead there. We have Crow form coming. Druid Adept. Normally, the bigger the armies become, the closer that we get to 80 supply, the better it is for the Night Elf. Night Elf has the benefit that they can mostly micro with a click, whereas the Undead has to do the much harder work of having to kite backwards and focus firing. It's just the nature of a chasing versus kiting army. Normally the kiting army is always the more difficult one to manage. But the Undead heroes still have a lot of potential. A-bomb is also going to help for blocking. Yeah, I think not upgrading web in time was the big mistake here by Labby. If he had had web, he could have traded way better here in this first exchange. But now he's waiting. He's waiting. And this is the perfect time for Night Elf. The Shredder is at work. More and more upgrades could be researched. And this is the perfect Night Elf army. Lots of air units for anti-air, lots of bears, and a few dryads. You don't want to have too many dryads. Another heal scroll for Labby though. A-bomb joining. It's not like the Undead army is bad. By no means. This is a strong Undead army. But it's very, very difficult to perfectly micro. Nova Fork Lightning should be coming into the air units, especially the crows. But first of all, it's the hippogriffs in the front line. Kiting backwards with the fiends. There's a bit of damage uptime missing. Quite a bit, I would say, actually. Naga losing a lot of HP right away. Crows, though, being taken out pretty quickly. Still lots of destroyers up in the air to do damage against the bears. The magic damage here, indeed, is doing quite a bit of work. DK taking lots of damage as well. Good control on the Demoner. Perfect mana burns all the Undead heroes now out of mana. Ideally, the DK, lots of damage here on him as well. Use the Health Stone. Still has the Invul. We have the Dust as well. Fiends will be going down. Supply is very, very even. As the Naga gets level 4. Bears, though, starting to disappear. The Demon Hunter getting closer to level 5. This could be a game-deciding level up. Ooh, DK also pretty hurt. Demon must be staffed out soon. There's one Nova coming in. The staff is ready. Just about. DK taking lots of damage here. Statue uptime must be perfect, but statue uptime, you can see he's moving them away. The statue micro isn't really perfect. And Moon is going to hold here at the expansion. Supply is dead even once again. Labby can go to the middle. He can go for the scrolls again. But this is the weakness of Labby compared to some of the other top undeads. His Fiend micro isn't as perfect as Happy's, especially. And of course nobody's is. And now the Demon Hunter is about to get level 5. Where is he? There he is. And that's a big, big level up for him. Moon taking the supply lead for the first time in a long, long time. I still think that undeads don't pivot enough into Gargs. A gargoyle army with 1 or 2 frostworms completely annihilates this kind of an army. And if you're playing Gargs from ahead, they have a lot of potential. But it's kind of awkward, that transitioning phase from Fiends into Gargs. And now it seems to me like Moon has a big lead. Again, because his army is simply the more easy one to manage. And he can do a little bit of mana burn, fall back, staff, heal up. We got Wellspring upgrade, of course. The Demon has infinite healing back at home. These are the big Night Elf advantages in the late game. Along with upgrades. Druid's about to be on 2-1. Fiends only on 1-0. And of course the A-bombs don't benefit from those upgrades. And now the crows are very, very difficult to deal with. They have such long range to attack destroyers that you can't really focus the crows realistically without being in the middle of all the bears. Unless they fly in like this. A little bit sloppy there with the crow movement. Demon are taking a lot of damage right at the start. Crows are going in deep. You could argue too deep. Demon healing has been dispelled, but the bears connecting, doing huge damage. There's so much roar here. Not enough destroyers to dispel everything. Staff out on the demon. Should be back in with a tele staff soon enough. There he goes. Level 5. And now ready to party. DK has a lot of items still he could use. Fork Lightning comes through. Level 5 on the Naga as well. And the bears are plowing through everything right now. Moon taking the supply lead, looking for more kills. Nabi needs to get a big hero kill to come back into this game. And now he's just losing everything. Getting outscaled by the ultra late game Night Elf army. Once Night Elf gets to 80 supply, it is extremely difficult for Undead to beat. Unless you have Gargs, I would say. But he tried with Gargs before. That didn't work. He tried here with a Fiend army. That also didn't work. Labby's micro is a little bit lackluster in some of these games, which is oftentimes the one weakness that has been holding him back. And so Moon wins map 4 and could bring this series to an early end. If Moon wins the next map, this series will be over. But I don't think the next game is hosted yet. It's going to be 2 minutes, and then we'll have that one ready. Thank you, by the way, Mr. Potato Waltz, with the Prime sub. Welcome. Strong showing today by Moon. Really strong. I love his tactical play, the way he knows when to set up expansions. The last game, his movement was absolutely beautiful. The way he was utilizing his army and dryads and demon hunter and illusions to get out as much as he could out of that situation. If he just hangs back, only creeps, only camps, then Lally would have been like 1,000 gold richer, and probably he fails to hold his expansion, and that game is lost. Very, very nice play. Playing into Moon's strength. The late game positioning by him, always amazing. Is Happy versus Sock tomorrow? Happy versus Sock is on Saturday. We have 4 days left here in the B Cup 11. Today we have the lower bracket matches of Senior versus Focus and Moon versus Labby. Senior versus Focus, of course, will come up after this game. And then tomorrow we're going to have continuing games in the lower bracket. 1-0 against the winner here, and Lin against the winner here. And then on Saturday, it's going to be time for Happy versus Sock, which is my personal favorite highlight so far of this tournament. And this lower bracket semifinal will also be played. And then Sunday is the grand final. Will you cast Mount Hyjal Cup or B Cup tomorrow? Good question. I was considering that as well. And I think we're going to start with B Cup with the first series and then go for the Mount Hyjal Cup tomorrow. And if the games finish fast enough, we might catch up again in the end with the rest of the B Cup. As we are getting ready for map number 5. Can Moon close it out here? Or is Labby gonna continue on in the series? Oh my god, dude. My nose is killing me. Alright, let's go in game so I can blow my nose. Ah, Jesus Christ. Okay. Ladies and gents, we got map 5 coming up. Moon spawning in the bottom left against Labby top right. Last Refuge, surprisingly, is not easy to expand on, despite the fact that the natural here is easy to creep. It also is the case that the Demon Hunter can show up very quickly with immolation and harass you. Bring wisps for the detonate. And that makes this a very difficult proposal. It's not impossible, but it's difficult. Wow! Labby's going Lich first! Damn, I haven't seen this in forever. This used to be a Labby special, especially when he was only a ladder player. He would play Lich first a ton, also in Undead Mirror with fast expansion, against Nightwolf with fast expansion, also against Human. Just against Orc, of course, it's pretty bad. Yeah, I haven't seen this in a while.
A player's forces are under attack.
If you can keep the Demon Hunter at bay, Nova him in the face, block him with ghouls. Lich is very good if he gets off 2 or 3 Novas even on the Demon Hunter. You can really Ice Blast his face. But if you only get off 1 Nova, and then you get burned, mana burned for the rest, then that is not so good. Cause of attack on the Demon Hunter. And look at Moon with a Wisp here. He sees exactly what's going on. Sees that the Undead is only creeping the green camp, so now he can... Okay, run into the creeps by accident. Whoops. That was kind of sloppy. Ancient of War also taking a lot of damage. I think Moon got kind of slipped up by this archer being slowed. It's gonna take quite a bit of Moon Juice to heal from again. Wait, is he even winning this fight? He might be losing the fight to the Trapper. Demon Hunter got Nova the first time. Still pretty healthy. Oh my god, look at that. Archer almost died to the Trapper. Moon a little bit sloppy here at the start. Wants to get in 1 mana burn before the Nova. But the ghoul movement is really good. Oh, and he baits him in. Baits him in with the ghouls. And there's no tech yet, by the way. Ancient of War walked away from the creeps because he was afraid of losing it. So it's going to take him forever to get here to creep this. Sloppy early game by Moon, to be honest. Good start for Labby.
A player's forces are under attack.
Double Ancient of War, by the way. Double of Ancient of War. Mass hunts. Coming up soon. Oh, that's a money detonate. Oh, damn. That was a sick deado. Demon almost level 2. One ghoul would do it. There's plenty of ghouls, but it's difficult to kill them right now. Detonate. He may want to go for APs here. Oh, but the AP is spotted right away. Good saves on the ghouls, not losing them too easily yet. Dimar distracting in the main base. But good movement so far. Yeah, Labby not losing anything. Not allowing the level up on the Demon Hunter until now. Oh, deny on the ghoul. Sick. And there's still no APs coming anywhere. I love the early graveyard, so fiends can soon be made. This is a great position for Labby. Now he's trying to get the cancel on the Haunted. If this cancel fails, I think the game's over. Which has no Nova at the moment. Oh, it's a close call. It's a close call. TP out. Is the cancel there or not? Oh, the cancel is not successful. Last millisecond. And that is terrible for Moon. That is absolutely terrible.
A player's forces are under attack.
Now we got level 3 on the Lich already. That's so sick. Demon Hunter at long last got level 2. But that Nova is so strong now against him. No APs. There need to be APs here. Making one now. But look at the Demon Hunter. He's so hurt. And you just, yeah, use the Nova. And that's the kill. Lich. Not getting surrounded. Yeah. Labby's gonna take this game. Pretty damn sure. Demon Hunter slowly being rezzed. All these kills, he's getting no experience for it. Trying to kill the Lich, but he's on Blight. Hunts are slowly going down. No surround. Even if the Lich dies, he can just go for a Tavern res. Lich is so strong here. Tower cancelled again. And now he can go for Spirit Towers. Second crypt a little bit late, but should be good enough. Or does Moon still have a chance? Hunts, of course, are good against ghouls, but it's fiends now that are coming. Demon is finally back. APs are a big help. But Lich's gonna be level 4 pretty soon, I'm sure. Oh, AP outranging the Spirit Tower? No, not really. Just the one. Cancel on this AP. Big Nova. I wonder how many times did the Lich get mana burned? Hardly at all, right? And now Moon needs glaives to break through the towers here. There's so many things he needs. Damn, did Lich fast Expo. The Labby Classic. Spirit Towers are now insanely strong against hunts. There's no way. Ain't no way! Labby wins the next map and is not out of this tournament just yet. Litfast Expo, the pocket strat being pulled out. This was perhaps the one strat that Moon wasn't ready for. Yeah, very sloppy game, to be honest. D-Mana running into the creeps, running into a surround, building APs at the wrong time. That was not the right way to do it. I think you should have just used Immolation, creep level 2, take the green, and then harass the expansion with like wisps and stuff. When it's being crept. It's also difficult to have the perfect counter to this though. Almost nobody plays this opening. So you don't have much experience against this kind of an early. And we are waiting for the next map. This is going to be Moon's choice. I guess we can also look for an update from the Don't Force Me Cup. This is the tournament that's going on simultaneously. Don't Force Me Cup, China versus Korea. Wait, it says only 1-1 between Colorful and Focus? That can't be right. No, it's Colorful playing versus Sock right now. Okay, so that means Colorful should have beaten Focus. Because it's a King of the Hill format. It should be at least a King of the Hill format. Yeah. Second map. Colorful versus Sock right now. That tournament we can't show, unfortunately, because it's happening at the same time. And my nose is still causing me issues. After this match, of course, we're going to have Cine versus Focus coming up as well. On paper, this looks like Focus is the big favorite, but I've been pretty impressed with Cine. Getting further in this tournament than he almost ever did before in big tourneys. Only one of 2 Night Elves left in the top 8. He was able to beat Remind in a close series, was even able to take a map off of Happy. That's more than many other Night Elves can say. All in all, I guess Focus should still be the favorite. He is normally pretty damn strong against Night Elf. We shall find that out after this series. Our next map is about to start 1 minute, and then we'll be ready. Do we have the results on Warcraft info? Oh yeah, we do. Wait. Wait, I got confused. Yeah, here in the Don't Force Me Cup, China versus Korea. Colorful with a 2-1 against Focus. With Demon Hunter, Keeper. Lore play, I guess. Seems like nobody's playing hunts anymore these days. And Sock takes the first map against Colorful's Triple Hero. Okay. What's that about? Yeah, at the moment there's a lot of overlap with tournaments. Unfortunately, because of that, we oftentimes can't cover everything. Tomorrow also there's the Mount Hyjal Cup happening. But that tourney is so sick, I think we're going to have to cover it. More on that later. Thank you guys all for congratulating us for the happy partner anniversary. Let's jump into map number 6. Finally, a long series here that we have in the B Cup 11. All of Labby's series so far have ended with 4-2. Up until today, he was the winner. But perhaps that will change on this day. Dude, I'm sneezing like a world champion over here. Oh, my God. Are we going to have a fast expansion or not? This is going to be the first, whoa, question to answer. Did you see that? For a moment there was a Podem in queue. But no, now it is for the first time today a Keeper of the Grove. Was a staple for a long time in this matchup, but not in a while. Moon continuing to be unpredictable. So Moon today now has played 4 different heroes. Demon Hunter, Warden, Keeper, and Fire Lord. Always a treat to see Moon play these games. Moon sending out plenty of wisps. He knows who he's facing. He knows Labby is very fond of Expo play. Oh, and guess what we have here? Another Acolyte. And that will be the attempt of the expansion. Keeper, though, picked up the item already. And he's got plenty of wisps close by. Oh, he's using this Acolyte here as a bit of distraction. The Keeper is going to the wrong position at first. Yo, if that was intentional by Labby, it's brilliant. Labby finding out only now that the Expo is being crept. The Keeper is valuable seconds too late. Wisp could get over detonate, but there's a second skull. There's also a second wisp, and great creeping by Labby. Only a single creep is left, and with a coil that should be easy to secure. But also with Treants, it should be easy to get the cancel here. Oh, no detonate on the wisp. That was a bit of a mistake. I guess now he's gonna deado. Creep is still alive. Moon, what's the follow-up? Is he gonna go all in or what? More mana on the Keeper. He can summon 2 more sets of Treants. Now he wants to finish the camp. Oh, almost a steal. Oh, that would have been sick. And that's what the second skull is for. Moon didn't yet get level 2. But it's pretty close to it. But there's a coil. Good delay by Moon. Of course, this is what the Keeper is guaranteed to do with the Keeper with the Treant summon. He can delay the Ziggurats pretty well. And still I wonder, what's the follow-up? Counter expansion. Moon could have gone Hunter's Hall and all in. But no, he's deciding for a counter expo. No Haunted though, still. Is this a fake expo? Oh, no, he's going for it for real so far. DK could force the TP. And that he does. Moon, is he gonna try to go for a cancel still? There is time. There's plenty of time to get a cancel still. But having no TP anymore, having no hunts, makes this a little bit dangerous. Keeper only now gonna reach level 2. Acolyte patrolling around, wants to see if there's a harass coming, but so far there isn't. This is the paranoid time for the undead. Not much scouting. He doesn't know if a push is coming. He doesn't know if a cancel is coming. So Labby's trying to keep his eyes everywhere. Oh, and this Skelly Scout might find the tree, but I'm pretty sure now it's too late to cancel. Oh, or is it? I think so. No man on the DK either. Oh, nice deny. These entangles should be easy kills though. But also some archers are falling. Keeper getting closer to 3. DK movement again. A little bit off maybe. Ghoul goes down. DK level 3 though. Oh, big level up here. Coil. Missing out on a kill there again. Labby's micro here again. Not quite perfect. Moon already finished with tier 2. Now we can try to cancel the haunted here. I mean the entangled a little bit more. As he's going... Fiends. Okay, no Gargs.
A player's forces are under attack.
Many others like going Gargs against Keeper because Fiends can just easily suffer from entangle focus. Moon is trying to get a tier 3 advantage. Already on the way to Tree of Eternity.
A player's forces are under attack.
Now finally it's daytime again. Labby has more vision to figure out what Moon is up to. And wants to prevent him from creeping in the middle. Demar now wants to creep as fast as possible, of course.
A player's forces are under attack.
And the Keeper gonna go for a bit of harass, I guess. Level 2 Treants, very good for harassing. Not having a tower here is pretty annoying for Labby. That's a bit of an oversight. Moon again. Outstanding movement. Making use of everything that he has at his disposal.
Players' forces are under attack.
And this is again how Moon gets back in the game economically. He had the later expo, but this is very effective harass. Yeah, not having the tower here was definitely a mistake. Keeper now gonna just staff out, but the treants are still left. Level 2 treants, very good early in the game. Of course, later on against destroyers, they will heavily fall off. So the Keeper now needs to get bang for his buck before he falls off too hard. Treant's now being cleaned up. Bunch of fiends out on the map already, which seems pretty late. As we have the double slaughterhouse, still only 50 supply for both. And now the expansion seems secured. If the game slows down enough, this could also be a map for third base for Moon, down here in the corner.
Player's forces are under attack.
Labby shouldn't get distracted by this keeper too much anymore. Doesn't have much mana. Can't harass much at the moment. But also time was bought for the Demon Hunter. He leveled very well in the meantime. Very well done. Also with the help of Treants. He's level 3 now. And the race to level 5 again is on.
Player's forces are under attack.
Oh, Sapper! Oh, I don't think this was seen. Oh, if the Sapper connects against the Ziggurats, that would be sick. It's basically impossible to blow both of these up, though. Thanks to the Necro. Oh, how fast is Labby? How high is his APM? Is he going to spot the Sapper? Oh, doesn't seem like he will. And gets the one Ziggurat. Can't hope for more. Good base build here by Labby. Minimizing the impact. Honestly, this didn't do too much. It did buy time, though, and did distract. And the Demon Hunter keeps creeping. Very nice play here by Moon. Which no level 3 yet. Not really crazy items either. But lots of gold on Labby. 60 supply already. And let's remember what happened last time. Undead wants to strike somewhere between 55 and 70 supply. If Night Elf gets to 80 supply, he builds a very, very, very strong army. Very hard to build. And very hard to beat, I mean. So for that reason, Labby this time does go for web. Doesn't want to be lacking that upgrade. And the Keeper again harassing all the time. Well done. One statue being sent over because one destroyer deals with this harass by itself. That's smart. And Moon in the main base. Distracting from the push by Labby. The push towards the expo. Labby doesn't have a TP, by the way. This is going to cost him the Haunted Gold Mine. There's a TP on Moon. Trying to do as much damage as he can before he has to TP. This might cost Moon the expo. He has another one, a backup, coming up at the third base. Again, the positioning. The counterattacks by Moon. Absolutely brilliant. No way to save this expo anymore. But again, there's a backup. And now Labby's the one who gets to get back in the main base. And he's taking a lot of damage structurally. Haunted is gone. Ziggurats are falling. Wait, is Labby just pushing on? If he pushes on into the main base, he can force the fight here. But he's losing a lot in the meantime, including the Black Citadel. Oh, Labby. Oh, Labby, is that the right call? Moon outmaneuvering Labby here, I want to say, in the very late game. Moon is also supply blocked, though. Lost a bunch of moon wells and stuff. Shop goes down. No orb for the Demon Hunter. If Moon holds here, though, this game should be his. Demon Hunter taking a lot of damage in the front line. Bears having a tough time connecting. Moon doesn't have too many air units just yet. One Hippogriff flies in, but there is web this time, as we saw. The Hippogriff's not that helpful as we saw them before. Fiend damage still pretty good. 1-0 upgrades at least. I thought they might be better. DK very hurt, however. Heal scroll would be big. Everything for Labby. Starting to drop low. Starting to drop very, very low. Demon Hunter with a big heal potion. He is still looking very healthy. And the Bears now get to connect big time. Lots of damage from them. Not enough destroyers to deal with the Bears because Labby Didn't have the gold, I guess. Going for the Lich as well. A few more right clicks. Almost enough. Mana potion, coil. But a burn right after. And Labby is in shambles. Down to 45 supply only. He can still make statues, he can still make fiends, but there's no mining from the main base. Brilliant, brilliant movement by Moon. Pretty similar to the Northern Isles map, where again Moon was economically behind, but with really smart movement and harass, gets back in the game and gets the W. This series for Labby also ends with 4-2, but this time, he's not the winner. It is Moon, who moves on as our first Night Elf into the top 6.